I said this before. I think Dragon Ball should have ended with Z. I think that should have been it. I think, you know, yeah, the last half was great as far as action and everything. I just don't. I think it should have ended with Z. That's just me though. I don't know. I think it should have ended with Z. It just, everything else just felt just like a bastardized version of it. It's just, I don't know. Like GT was just a hot mess and a cash grab. Super, they didn't put their heart into it. You know, Super was cool. They just didn't really, like, you could tell, like, they just tried to rush it. Just because they knew, like, you know, oh, Dragon Ball fans, you know, they'll buy anything. Whatever. Like, you know, they finally started trying when people started, you know, biting back and shit. And the manga is good. The manga is cool. You know, it's fine. I just don't think we needed it. I feel like, you know, the legacy of it would have been cemented more if we just didn't have all this extra shit. You know, we could have kept, I don't care about the games. You can make games forever. I don't care. Like, it took us years to get good Dragon Ball games anyway. Like, we didn't have a good Dragon Ball game until like Budokai, and that was what, 2002 or something. Mind you, there were like dozens of games before that just were Japan exclusive or terrible, like in the States. But like, Super was the best thing they've done since. And then Daima was cool. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. It's just like, you know, it's just, hey, let's tack on the fact that the demon realm exists all of a sudden. They probably won't ever build upon it. It probably will just be like GT, where this is just a branch of the main timeline. Like, it's just, that's all it is. And I don't know what, they just not gonna animate the best two arcs in Super.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Are we never gonna animate the Moro arc and the granola arc? We just never gonna animate those? Like, it's just, it's starting to turn into Apple after Steve Jobs. like now. And I just don't know what's next. I just, you know, sometimes it's better to just let it go. Like, I pray to God that when One Piece is over, they don't try to do they don't try to milk it. You know, just let One Piece be One Piece. You know, please, like, just let One Piece be One Piece. Don't give us no One Piece ship it in. Don't give us no next generations. Just, you know, remake it all you want. Just leave it where it is. Don't try to tack onto it. We don't need none of that. Just leave it alone. You know, like, sometimes it's just better that way. It's just better that way. Unless it comes from like the person themselves, let it be. Because GT was not a Toriyama thing. Like, it was not a Toriyama thing, bro. like he was involved, but that wasn't, there was no manga for GT. Hell, there was no manga for Super. Like, the movies came out and there was like, hey, people still like Dragon Ball. No fucking shit. Like, I don't know how this, you know, like, like, it's just a mess. And it's just like, y'all are ruining the legacy of the show. Like, I mean, not really. You can never. 2005? No, Budokai Tenkaichi was after Budokai. There was a whole trilogy before Tenkaichi. Like 2000, it might have been 2000, it might be 2001, something like that. But yeah, Budokai 2 and 3. Those were, and then they just, I don't know why they had to do Tenkaichi. Because they could have just, I guess they wanted to remake Budokai. I don't know. But yeah, Budokai there was no Tenkaichi first. It was Budokai. Budokai was the first good one. Like, that was the first good Dragon Ball game. It's funny, someone did a speed run of it at GDQ. It was dope. They made the Raditz part look so easy, and I was so mad. They made the Raditz part look like cake. I was pissed. 2001, yes. That was the first Dragon Ball game I remember playing, and I was like, this is actually a good game. Mind you, I'm like 12. Like, or 11 at the time. I'm like, this is It was the Dragon Ball game we were waiting for so long. People were waiting over 10 years for that game. I'm not even joking. How did we get to mouth? like, when did that happen? Anyway. Yeah, so just sometimes it's better if the shit just is. Full Metal Alchemist, right? Sure, they remade it, but they had to, right? Because, you know, Brotherhood was true to the manga, which ended, and that was it. You know, Yu Yu Hakusho is over. There was no follow up. There was no, you know, Cowboy Bebop, Death Note. I think there was a second Death Note manga eventually, but there wasn't a show. But like, yeah, the only thing that ruined that was the live action, but no one cares about that. But yeah, like, y'all could have just left Dragon Ball as Z and it would have been fine. Would have been okay. I truly think that if we didn't get GT or Super or Daima, Dragon Ball Z would still be fine. Dragon Ball as a whole would be fine. Hell, they might have remade Dragon Ball by now. They should have just done that. Give that an update. Give it the Sailor Moon treatment, where it's like, okay, here's Dragon Ball, but now it's redrawn and modern and blah, blah, blah. You know, it's a second manga for Death Note. Now, if the person that wrote Death Note made the second manga, whatever, fine, I don't care. But like, you know, GT was very, very much so a money grab. Like, just, there's no denying it. There's no getting around it. GT was a money grab. Super is low key a money grab. Like, the movies, you know, were just way better. You know, everybody says, you know, Resurrection F wasn't that good, but I thought it was fine. But, you know, we're getting some good stuff out of Super, at least. You know, Super is actually good, but there's a lot of bad. Like, you know, Goop Vegeta. Like, whatever the fuck that was, the baseball episode. You know, just there's a lot of just bullshit and ass pulls in Super that's just like, okay, sure. Yeah, everybody Brotherhood was gas, but you see they didn't do anything after that. There was no way they could. That story got wrapped up so perfectly. Nothing else had to be done. That was it. There was no, you know, future threat, none of that. It was fine. So yeah, just, I don't know. I'm gonna stand on this and just say, if Dragon Ball ended with Z, I think we would have been okay. I think we would have been fine without GT. I think we would have been okay without Super. As cool as Ultra Instinct is, we didn't need it. You know, like, a lot of people are like, it's getting a little played out now, and I'm like, I don't disagree. It's good. Don't get me wrong. I like it. It's dope. It's dope as hell. But like. Like, did we really need it? I don't think we did. Like, and then Daima, same thing. It's cool. I like Daima. It was a fun little watch. Am I gonna rewatch it? Probably not. Like, I've seen Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z multiple times. I only watched GT one time. I've only seen Super once. Mostly read it. Like, you know, read the manga. And then Daima I watched one time. I'm not rewatching those. I'm rewatching Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z probably the rest of my life. Like, because it was that magic that these other ones just don't have. You know, they have moments. They have rewatchable moments. That's the big difference. You can watch all of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and enjoy start to finish for the most part. Super, it's like, yeah, you go watch, you know, some of the fights, transformations. You know, the Broly movie's worth rewatching. You know, Superhero's probably worth rewatching. Superhero's pretty cool, but like, other than that, it doesn't hold the same weight that its predecessor did, and that's why I'm saying we didn't need it. We didn't need them. We didn't.